what are we in the business of? Are we in the business of communicating to people when they're sitting in a room, or are we in the business of using presentation and information as a medium to activate an audience? We're like, okay, well, that's our job, obviously. So that's a no-brainer. So the second question is it still possible to have access to audience at this period of time? And we're like, yeah, absolutely. In fact, if anything, it's easier. Instead of getting 50 people, I had a call with a client this morning who wants to host an online event. And, we usually get 50 people. I was like, well, now we must get 1,000. And you're like, oh, shit, yeah, we can. Okay, so we have bigger access to audience. And then the bigger hypothesis is, do people in the situation we're in right now require more visible and vocal leadership or less visible and vocal leadership? And the answer is, of course, more, delivered well to build up confidence. So we just doubled down. And we went through, I actually wrote a post and I changed the line the first time because people gave me shit. But I said, if you've canceled your conference, if you're a leader and you've canceled your conference, I have zero respect for you. And people were like, that's a bit insensitive and things. So I did change it. I still, that the first line of the post is now that, because why were you doing this in the first place? So if you're holding a conference and you're spending R1 million at a conference, and just because we can't meet in person, you're then saying, I'm spending R1 million in my business just to bring people together into the same space. You say, no, it's not about that, but that's an important part. I said, cool, that is an important part. But is your objective bring people together in a closed space? In which case, why the facade? Then don't bullshit your staff and have these ridiculous, boring full-day conference presentations. Then just bring people together and have fun with them. But if you're saying, no, but the messaging matters, well, then you're definitely throwing the baby out with the bathwater. And you're telling me that it doesn't. The signal you're saying to your organization is, if we can't be in the room at the same time, then I cannot share a strategy with you or messaging with you. And so we said that you should be looking for alternatives and better ways. So that's the first thing that we did. And then we started realizing, we changed the mindset and said, sorry, if you can hear the frying in the background, I apologize to everybody. It's also coming close to lunchtime.
You're at home, Rich, please. It adds texture.
So the second thing is, and this has been a massive mindset shift for me, was the only way to tackle this is, what if this was the best thing that ever happened to my business? So how can I make that statement true? If somebody comes out to me 2 years from now and says, hey, dude, that shit, how was the lockdown for you? And I'm like, changed everything. I was a shitty business that was on life support. This virus came in, the mimetic virus, the bigger virus came in and attacked all the bad processes in my business, killed it, and forced me to build a better company. And that's what I did. So I'm started from that conversation future me is having, and I'm working back to make that conversation real. And every part of my company's mindset is based on, what if this was the best thing that ever happened?